So I'm sure it's no longer news that NDC has zoned its presidential ticket to the south. But I'm not understanding why people seem to find an issue in this. I don't know why these people are so bent on looking for a reason to be mad at Peter Obi. The man is just living his life. Like, this man is basically just living his life, and these people are convulsing on his account. Okay, look at this man now. Architect Uche Rochas. So this is what he tweeted. He said, "Dear Southeast, your son Obi has negotiated a single 4-year term deal with Nigeria, while others are negotiating for a minimum of 8 years if possible. Please, is 4 years enough for a geopolitical is 4 years enough for a geopolitical zone that has never truly occupied the nation's powerhouse in the history of Nigeria?" And this is after the NDC account tweeted to let everybody know that NDC has zoned its presidential tickets to the south. And then this other person now added to the tweet and said, "If not desperation, what else made him accept such conditions? If he wasn't desperate, working with Atiku was his best bet. Kwankwaso can't give him the northern votes." And this other one now came and added, "Exactly how you know that Peter Obi is so desperate, greedy, and self-centered. For F's sake, how do you tell your people that other regions usually do 8 years, as stated in our constitution? Rather, you sheepishly decided to sell," I'm sure he meant sell, but he said, "sell your region's birthright for a little chunk of the cow meat just because of greed and desperation. I mean, who does that?" Well, he's partially confirming the notion that people have against the region, that people from that region can sell their rights for a kobo. What a despicable and desperate human. So I'm sure that you guys already know what came after this, because obedience are never asleep. So while Peter Obi is working, obedience are awake. And so I'm going to read you some of the responses from our obedience. So let's look at this tweet. This one. This person said, "PO is not going there because of Southeast. He's not your conventional politician. He is for Nigeria. He doesn't need 8 years to reposition Nigeria." This other one said, "Thank God he even negotiated for a 4-year term. Your ass old politicians have been bootlicking other regions for over 2 decades in different political parties and still have not negotiated even a 1-month term for the Southeast." This other one said, "Are you not from the East? What's stopping you from contesting and negotiating 400? What's stopping you from negotiating and God? What's stopping you from contesting and negotiating 400 years?" So that one said, "If producing the president of Nigeria is the basis of development, then the North would have been a paradise on earth. The Igbos will not be swayed by your myopic reasoning. The Igbos are okay with national development, not regional sentiments." Okay? So the next one says, "Half bread is better than none. It is pure illiteracy to backbite someone making progress, no matter how little it may seem, while cowards and loud talkers do nothing. Obi has proven to many that character is what truly defines adulthood, not old age. Obiphobia is real." So that person says, "Since 1999, how many years have you negotiated at Oh my God, man, obedience are so funny. "Since 1999, how many years have you negotiated and accomplished for them? Isn't it shameful that you're propagating that a whole region should hinge their hope on one man, Atiku, for them to actualize their rights? That ship has sailed, bro." The next person said, "They have sent this one to divide Igbo people. A total disgrace. The people he supports would never, and I mean never, give a presidential ticket to an Igbo man. Dirty, tribal, bait politician." Okay? And this one says, "Since the likes of Chimaroke Nnamani and others have been parading themselves as Igbo leaders, how many years have they been able to negotiate for the Igbo nation? Absolute 0 year. For a geopolitical zone that has never truly occupied the nation's powerhouse in the history of Nigeria. Be grateful that an Igbo leader was able to do what your principal could not do. You are a joke here for not being self-aware. Tell him." Ola says, "Dear Southeast, all your sons supporting Atiku has negotiated the presidency of this nation away over what their stomach will eat. They are saying that none of the sons of the Southeast are qualified to be Nigerian presidents forever. Anywhere you see them, pour them what? Pour them spits. OVA said impact is what Nigeria needs, not the years. Someone can stay 8 years and take the economy 15 years backwards, but the right person can do 3 years and take the economy 10 years forward. And this one says 4 years is enough. 4 years of walking on the right path is better than 8 years of misdirection. Mandela only used 4 years as the president of SA. Until date, his name has never been forgotten. So there are so many other comments there that will just make your day and make you laugh. Honestly, obedience are just, like they're the real deal. And you think that ADC has enough trouble on their hands, especially with their court case that we don't know when courts will be revisiting it again before the deadline. They're supposed to be fighting the courts right now, but they want to fight Obi. Tell me why this ADC handle is here tweeting this. Peter Obi gets the opening he wanted, a clear road back to the ballots. Peter Obi may have finally secured the one thing every serious contender needs before the real political battle begins, a clear path to the ballots. For months, the biggest question around Obi was not whether he had supporters. That was never in doubt. The real question was whether he would find a political platform strong enough to carry him into 2027 without endless internal crisis, legal distractions, or legal confusion. Now, if the path is truly open, Obi has no excuse left. The conversation must move from sympathy to structure, from online energy to polling unit discipline, from hashtags to word level organization. A free ticket can give a candidate visibility, but it does not win an election by itself. Obi's challenge is simple: convert popularity into political machinery. His supporters must understand that 2027 will not be won by emotion alone. It will be won by agents, logistics, coalition building, regional balance, legal blah blah blah. In fact, I'm so tired of reading all of this. Let me tell you something. I don't know why ADC or the rest of all these political parties that are somehow making Obi's party look like, or Obi himself look like he's the president. I don't know why they have all this smoke for Obi when they're supposed to be facing the president. First of all, Obi is not the president, right? He's not the president, first of all. Second of all, he is not the one that is turning all the judges against you. So I'm not understanding why all this smoke for him. I'm not understanding why you guys are so after this man's life. Like, what is the problem? Look at ADC teaching Obi what to do. I don't think that you guys know that Obi won the last election. Or maybe you know, but you want to keep on lying to yourself. Everybody saw what happened during election. How they stopped people from voting in Lagos. How they were literally thumbprinting. People were sitting down in the rooms and thumbprinting by themselves. How they were beating Igbos who wanted to vote. How thugs came and carried ballot boxes. How police came and helped people, in fact, took away ballot boxes with all the votes. And even after all these things they did, he had 6.1 million votes. And mind you, those people would never have left his votes just the way it was. They definitely reduced his votes and increased their own votes. For you to have reduced it to 6.1, that means, like, where do you think it started from? Where do you think Obi's vote started from if after everything it was 6.1? So you want to all sit down here and act like you don't know that Obi won the election. You guys can keep playing with yourself. You can keep lying to everybody, but you know that you cannot lie to yourself, because deep down you know what it was now. You know how Obi won the election. You know that he won. We all know this. But let's keep acting dumb. Let's all keep acting dumb like we don't know. At the end of the day, Obi winning an election has never been the problem. In fact, winning an election is actually easier for Obi than winning primaries. Why? Because when it comes to primaries, we all know how that works. You need money. Many of them use the money sorting thing to win. But when it comes to real elections, you know that you can only buy so many people. Most people will vote for the right thing. But then, you can rely on rigging. And that is what you're definitely relying on. Because anybody that's not relying on rigging is not going to be sitting down here and me running their mouth. Because you should be scared. You should be very, very scared that Nigerians can now see through you. That Nigerians are no longer playing with you. We're not playing these games that you're playing. We're not playing it, okay? We're not playing your games. We can see through you. We know what you're doing. We know what you're up to. We are not buying what you're selling. So instead of you to waste your time sorting out a man that's already sorted out, how about you sort yourself? And I'm going to make a separate video. We have to actually, obedient Nigerians, we need to sit down. We all need to sit down and talk about this new election, because winning this election is not the problem. We have more work to do now. We've already done the most difficult part, which is making sure that Obi is on that ballot, right? So now, we know that we know we have the numbers. We already know we have the numbers. That's not even the problem. Now it is making sure that we defend our votes. And I need a separate video for this, because before next year's February, we all need to have a talk. Nigerians, we all need to have a talk about how our votes must count. Because all this fear mongering, oh, votes will not count, blah, blah, blah. If you vote, they will rig. Okay. They can only rig if we, the people, allow them rig. But when they know that we are not playing with them, they'll do better. We are not doing anything. We're not asking for anything. We're not asking for much. We just want a free and fair election. Simple. I don't know why that's difficult. Give us a free and fair election. And that's on period. Anyways, I will see you in my next rant.